All right, welcome back, seedlings. So we're with the second E, and that is for expansion. Expansion. What do I mean by that? Well, it's certainly, hopefully, not your waist. No, it's more of, and I have actually a little Facebook private group I'm starting, and it's called Vision Expansion and Self-Discovery. Or actually, it's a self-discovery and it's vision expansion. Well, it's both things. But by that I mean this is really expanding like your vision, your thought of yourself too. So expansion about, yeah, the way you think about yourself, the way you think about other people, right? Because we all come in with our prejudices. We've all come in with our, the things that we've been programmed with and the defaults. And maybe we do have another view of it, but we haven't been strong enough to take it, or I may believe that, but I'm not going to say it. And so with that is just that expansion of also just the expansion of your community. I mean, meeting people in this group. It's like international, so it's awesome. Like I've met all these people in Europe, Australia, Canada, and then some of them are transplants from South America, the Caribbean, Africa. I mean, and to hear their stories of going somewhere else, and living somewhere else. In fact, there's a guy in the Middle East too, and to listen to him about all the changes he had. So it's like expanding your knowledge and your just understanding of the world that we live in and the things that people go through every day. It's also an expansion of your, understanding. Maybe you need an expansion in tolerance, or just, realizing that there's other views and maybe things you didn't think you'd agree with, that all of a sudden, you're kind of expanding your understanding of it to include it, to know there's no real right or wrong. It's just different perceptions. An expansion in, let's see, what else? The community. So that way, you know what? An expansion of your self-esteem, like, like I had said in the intro to this, A and V are not in seedlings. So I can't talk about, but here I can, about authenticity and vulnerability. And it is an expansion in that. Many times we're told to just be yourself, and yet a lot of times we weren't really shown how to do that, or felt comfortable doing that, or maybe we did it and it backfired, or bit you in the ass somehow. So then you don't do it anymore, right? But that's one of the things here is being authentic, being your true self. I mean, you're not here to write a story to impress. You're here to write a story to just it's for you, but then what happens is the story ends up for everybody else too. And I think that's a Lisa Nichols thing, where she said, your story isn't about you, or it's not for you. I'm gonna have to look for that video and put it maybe at the end screen or up above. But it was to the effect that your story is for somebody else to grow. Like it's there for you to grow, right? Seedlings, let it go and grow. For you to grow and get over. But once you do that and then you share it, you're helping somebody else get through that same thing, right? And not only that, but maybe they've already been through it, but helping them expand their understanding of what happened to them. And go, I always felt like that was a bullshit thing that happened to me, and now I see that it's actually a strength. Like it's actually one of the things that have made me who I am, and the fact that you can be I didn't have this E word, empathetic. You can empathize with other people who have been through that situation, right? And now you have something to share, because some people, I know how you feel. It's like, really, dude? Do you? Have you ever been through something like that? So by you sharing your story, it's an expansion of empathy as well. So there you go, seedlings. All right, another reason why only you can tell your story, and why the including you formula is so awesome. Cheers.